Morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We are moving on now to false and false. We are now moving on to false and false. Guys, we will have a diagram, guys. You can't tell me that you can't score marks. You can't get marks when you are given information like this, guys. You can't tell me, even if you do not understand the concept, but you can't tell me that you won't get marks. If you have got these guys at your disposal, type of false, you've got your anticline, you've got your syncline. Of course, you should know what does syncline look like. You will see just the way it looks. You will see also the way an anticline look like. Okay, so what comes to your mind? Of course, it's likely to be under the force of compression. It's likely to be under the force of compression. I can give you an example. Of course, let's say I've got this paper, and on this paper, what I'm going to do, I apply the force of compression. Check what is likely to happen. So which means this one becomes your syncline. This one becomes your anticline. Syncline, anticline, syncline, anticline. It's under the force of compression. You can see the way I'm, let me just look for something else as well to use to demonstrate with. All right, let me fold it. After folding it, let me exert the pressure. Can you see the way I'm holding it? So this becomes your syncline. This one becomes your anticline. I'm applying the compressional forces. I'm pressing it towards each other. This is your syncline. This is your anticline. Syncline, anticline. So which means it's under. Okay, this is the bending of the rocks under the force of compression. That's basically what I'm talking about. That's what we refer to as folding. That's what folding is all about. You can see the way I'm pressing from both sides, which is under the force of compression. Compression moving towards each other. Okay, the force. This is what resulting in this syncline and anticline. Okay. Then what else do we have? You can see also we have got types of falls. Of course, you have to be familiar with the different types of falls, the reverse falls, the normal falls. I think just to have an idea, of course. So this is what we have. You can see the forces that are there. This is tension, this is compression, which means when you look at force, it's caused by force, tensional and compressional forces. Of course, I'm moving from the idea that you already have an idea. Your teachers taught you about this. That's why I'm operating from. So you can also see from here, this force shows you what compression is moving toward this side, is moving toward that other side. Of course, when it moves towards the other side, what is happening? This displays downwards, of course. That's part of your, the cross-section of the East African Rift Valley. So these are the different examples that you have that you're supposed to apply in as far as your folding and faulting is concerned. Let's go through the questions so that we do not waste time. So differentiate between folding and faulting. What is the difference? Folding, we are saying now folding is the bending of rocks. Bending of rocks. Into folds. What causes is the compressional forces. Into folds due to compressional forces. Compressional forces. I think this is what I was demonstrating here. Due to compressional forces. This is what I was demonstrating here. Compressional forces, your syncline, your anticline. It is because of the compressional forces. That's basically what you're talking about. But when you talk about faulting now, what is it that we are talking about faulting? We are saying now is a crack, okay? Crack, okay, which forms in rocks, as a result of, please take note, continuous tension and compressional sorry about the handwriting, forces. So we are saying now folding is the bending of rocks due to the force of compression. I have demonstrated faulting. It is caused by both compression and tensional forces. So that's what is happening. So your faulting is caused by both compressional and tensional forces. So you should be able to know the difference between the two concepts. What is folding and what is faulting? We have done that. Then write down the correct term for each of the following types of folds. So an upfold, which means your upfold, you can see here, upfold, that is your anticline. That is your anticline. Then this one is a syncline. which means the other name for an anticline is upfold. The other name for a syncline is what? For a syncline is your downfold. Okay, name the type of folds in the following labels. Your X under tension there is a normal fold. We call it a normal fold. And then under Y, where it's under the force of compression, we call it a reverse fold. That one is a reverse fold. Remember, we said that faulting can actually, this is a tear or a crack that happens due to tensional and compressional forces. So that's basically what we are talking about. It's under the force of compression. Okay, that's basically what we are talking about. So we are saying like under both normal and tension, there is a fault that is created as a result, a crack that is created or line of weakness as a result of the movement that takes place, be it tensional and compressional forces. That's basically what we are talking about. So this is your tensional forces, which means they're moving towards away from each other. Okay, what will happen? Which means on both sides there's displacement downwards and upwards. That gives us a normal fault. So you should look at this. What is happening here? Normal fault in terms of error. This is your X, which is your normal fault. The reverse, you can see what happened downwards. Okay, that will be your reverse fault under compression. Okay, so reverse fault, compressional forces. Normal fault, tensional forces. That's basically, let's simplify it that way. They are the type of force that resulted in length from X. In length from X, what is it? That is tensional, guys. Legs X, that is tensional, is moving away from each other. So that is a tensional force. That is what? Tensional force. Okay. Faulting resulted in the formation of lakes such as Lake Victoria and formation of Mount Kilimanjaro. In a paragraph approximately 8 lines, discuss the importance of Victoria and Mount Kilimanjaro to the people of East Africa and Mount Kilimanjaro to the people of East Africa. Okay, let's just say the importance of Lake Victoria and Mount Kilimanjaro. What are the importance? Okay, the importance of Lake Victoria. Let's start by Lake Victoria. The importance. What are the importance? Number one, we are saying that it provides water for domestic and agricultural purposes. A lake, guys, you can't tell me that you can't get answer from that. It provides water for domestic and agricultural purposes. Employment and job creation through fishing. Obviously, this is a lake. Employment and job creation through fishing. Okay, fishing, the food supply given by capita per fish quantities, as well as the contribution of fish to the animal protein at the national level, can also be a tourist attraction. So I've talked about Lake Victoria now. Let's talk about Mount Kilimanjaro. It generates revenue for the park and also the local people. Of course, what does it do? It alleviates poverty, obviously, because now it's more like a tourist attraction. People are coming. When they come, now what do? Obviously, there's generation of foreign currency, which also results in alleviation of poverty. Of course, the local people, of course, that's how it helps. Then creation of employment opportunities, how the tourist industry can thrive because of Mount Kilimanjaro as a tourist attraction. Okay, then it also enhances infrastructure to keep up with the rising park prices and tourist expectations. So these are some of the things that you can actually talk about. It's easy, guys. This is very easy. I'm not going to waste much time on this one. This is actually very easy. You know, tourist attraction, what are the likely benefits that are likely to come? A lake, water. There's water. What happened to the domestic and agricultural purposes in terms of employment, tourist attraction. So this is easy. I'm not going to waste much time on that one. So that is your 2.3, boys and girls. Please don't forget to repost, don't forget to reshare, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like. Thank you.